Hi, I'm Mary Jo. I've been a nurse for 50 years. I have lost over 100 pounds as a postmenopausal woman and reversed chronic disease in my life. And I'm here to discuss with you how this miraculous transformation occurred. On a previous video, I talked about insulin resistance, a prelude to and accompanying symptom of type 2 diabetes, and mentioned that serious complications of diabetes occurred due to the development of AGEs, advanced glycation end products. Now, this is true for diabetics, but also for the rest of us. Large quantities of AGEs in our body, with or without a diagnosis of diabetes, can lead to many different disease entities. So, what are AGEs? Where do they come from? Outside of the fact that AGEs age us, which is exactly the truth. Well, endogenously they can be created, but that requires a little bit of a sugar content to the bloodstream, and the body doesn't like nutrients like that running around. So it's either going to push it into visceral fat, which is going to help make a diabetic more diabetic, or it will combine primarily with amino acids, but sometimes with lipids, producing a product called a glycotoxin. Exogenous uh, AGEs come from a variety of sources of foods we eat. According to Dr. Michael Greger, the number one source of AGEs in the American diet is meat products. Sorry about that. Particularly barbecued chicken. And we all thought chicken was good for us. Oh my goodness, barbecued chicken and pan-fried bacon. Other meat products also contain significant quantities of AGEs associated with how the animal was raised, but also, even though meat products have been quantified to have a fairly large amount of AGEs present within, once you cook them, it exponentially increases the number of AGEs you receive when you eat it. Isn't that sad? Okay, what are other sources of AGEs? Well, particularly carbohydrate products that have been processed with high dry heat producing browning. This browning blackening effect is called the Maillard reaction, and it means that it produced acrylamides, a form of AGEs. Okay, so number one on the food hit parade for ingesting AGEs is, yes, potato chips. Number two, I'm surprised this isn't number one. Number two is French fries. You have to consider, bread products. How toasted is it? Also, cereals can have a high acrylamide level as well. And sorry to tell you this, coffee beans are roasted. Now, here's something that's interesting to me. I used to, well, I prefer not to imbibe in coffee any longer, which has been a miracle in my life, and I've kicked the caffeine habit. I am so happy. But I found this interesting. I would buy, when I did buy it, light roasted coffee because I thought the acrylamides would be less in light roasted. Well, it's light roasted, but it's a low temp for a longer period of time. Guess what? There are more acrylamides in a light roasted coffee than in a dark roasted coffee. Who would know that? I had it all backwards. Also, coffee substitutes, because of the roasting they do with chicory or barley or whatever they're using, will may diminish any potential for caffeine, but still will produce acrylamides and AGEs. So just be concerned about that. Now, I hope I said this. I've done this video several times, and I know I said this before, but maybe not to this particular audience. A big resource of AGEs is inhalation of smoke or a person who smokes. So smoking, once again, is highly hazardous to your health. So AGEs hardens arteries very significantly, diminishing blood flow and oxygenation, and that can cause disease wherever it occurs. It seems to occur, systemically in people with a diagnosis of diabetes and can lead to some very serious complications. So, how do I avoid ages? Well, number one, you don't want a high blood sugar level. Well, how do I do that? Actually, a plant-based diet is perfect for that. You want to ingest a lot of vegetables, and particularly dark leafy greens and cruciferous vegetables, because number one, if they have any acrylamides, it's so low you don't need to worry about it. But number two, particularly cruciferous and green leafy vegetables, when you chew slowly and ingest, have this fantabulous antioxidant response that helps detoxify from that smoke you happen to inhale when you walk through those people who are on a smoking break outside a building. It can help detoxify any ages you may have inadvertently have ingested, or you just wanted that cup of coffee. Well, the green leafy vegetables and cruciferous vegetables will provide antioxidants, and that's going to help detoxification. Now, what you really want to do is the vegetables for detoxification and avoid the acrylamides and ages. That's what you really want to do. Obviously, highly processed foods in bags, potato chips, cookies, what have you. You really want to eliminate them from your diet. Anything that does not contain fiber or micronutrients is probably injurious to your health. So avoiding animal products, smoke, high concentrated carbohydrate products, and eating lots of green vegetables is probably a key to your success. And of course you will be successful because you are a very special person, and we are so in need of you in this world. It is your thinking and the beauty of your spirit that is more important to the rest of us than anything else I can think of. So here's to you and to good health for you, because this should be all about you. Well, thank you so much for listening, and goodbye from Nurse Mary Jo. Do have a beautiful and wonderful day, enjoying the sunshine, if it's possible, where you live. Goodbye.